Hi guys, okay, so we're back
Again.
again with our fourth video.
Yeah.
So we want to just talk about a couple of things. We're going to try to make it as quick as we can. But some of the things we wanted to cover was like relationships. That goes like for family and friends and, you know, significant others. And the other thing is like being social and
Facebook
and the social media, like how like that has a lot to play with how everything goes into play. So I'll let her talk a little bit more about it.
God, you all know how I have a lot to say. Alright, so everybody knows I have like an anonymous stalker, so what up? Everybody want to say what up?
No.
No? I was going to say, the only time you're quiet, I need you. Okay, no. This isn't to bash anybody in particular. Yeah, it is, but whatever. Like, with the whole, like, Facebook stuff, and, like, you know, I have people texting me from computers or fake Apple sites, you know, saying, oh, you're this, you're that, and, you know, it does hurt to an extent, but then we kind of just blow it over. It blows over, but it doesn't not hurt at all. That's not what I'm trying to say. No, I'm watching you now. But okay, you watch him try to do sign language over there and play charades or something. The Facebook media, I think, is really hard on everybody. Even like the IC groups, I think, really went to hell last year. Really bad. Like, we were all like this, and now we're like, don't talk to me, like all hating on each other.
It's like mainly it comes down to a lot of the older women some of them seem to bash ones that are younger, and it mainly has to do with like ones that have children, and they like, you know, it makes me wonder, you know, how would you feel if you know, your kid having to go through that? Like, you know, sometimes I just wonder about certain people. Don't get me wrong, I have like the most, like, for me, I have very few of the IC people now that I talk to, because it's so hard to trust people. And those people that I have on my Facebook, they're like amazing, and without their support, you know, I wouldn't be able to, like, you know, I wouldn't be able to, like, keep going sometimes, because, like, they push me when I have bad days, and, you know, they remind me, like, you know, things will get better, which is good, you know, but it's a lot. Like, some people just don't realize the things that you say, you know, really do hurt somebody.
Emotional stress is like the #1 thing to put somebody in a flare. Like, I was being bullied so bad, and then we had to put my 10-year-old dog to sleep, and then 3 months later put my 16-year-old cat to sleep, and like, just those, like, I was miserable, contemplating suicide, contemplating if everything was even worth it. And then the people that are there for me, I get it. I know it's worth it because I have them in my life. And all the negative ones, just the positive ones, totally cancel them out. And as for the relationship, like significant other-wise, I don't think it should be anybody's, this is just speaking for me, I don't think it's anybody's business for how long I've been in a relationship, or, you know, any of that, or why it bothers so many people what I put on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, or, because I'm going to be posting, you know, YouTube videos, with Joey tonight. But, like the relationship, I know it's hard on him, and you can talk about this in a minute. I know it's hard on him being, like, me and being a long-distance relationships, you know, I know it's hard on him not being able to be there for me when I'm in so much pain, or he sees I'm in the hospital, or sometimes doesn't even know I was there until the next day. Like, some people can't handle that, and then we get so attached to them, and it's technically not their fault for running away, but we feel like you're running away from us, and like, you should know what you're getting yourself into before you commit to somebody that is with like a disease
Yeah.
like we have, I would say.
That's very true. You know, the person that I'm with, me and him have been together on and off. Like, we were together for 2 years, and you know, we've had our little separate, you know, breakups and stuff. But no matter, not once has he turned his back against me. And you know, when I've been in pain and stuff, he tries his best to be there as much as he can, and he hates to see me in pain. And you know, especially if I'm in the hospital, he would, you know, he tries like to want to just go over there and to just be like I want to be there to like hold her hand or something. You know, it's very hard. At the same time, like, you know, you go through different emotions, and sometimes you don't mean to take things out on them, and it's not always
Guilty.
you know, easy to like explain sometimes like how you're always feeling, because after a while you think like they're just gonna get sick of hearing it, and
Yeah.
sometimes you think like, oh, maybe at some point like they're just gonna be like, I had enough, like all your stuff you're going through is just way too much. I mean, when you get into a relationship with someone, you gotta be honest and tell them everything that you're going through. It might not be right away to just go into it, but you know, it only helps to be more open about everything, because you know, if you're more open about everything, then it's good, but it's also can sometimes hurt in the end too, because if they know too much, maybe if you have a lot going on, maybe if they have also a lot going on in their life, then it can, you know, just boil up and not come a good situation. And sometimes like that's where some people have had to get divorces and break up, and that is a lot to deal with. And you know, especially like if you have kids, then you know, that even brings it into more of a big situation. You know, some people have it, you know, where the one can only take like so much of hearing your medical stuff, and then just want to be like, okay, I had enough, like shut up and talk about something else.
Yeah, I know I don't even like hearing about my medical stuff. It's like, why would somebody else, you know?
Like it gets annoying after a while. Like you try not to talk about it as much, but then when people ask you like, what's the matter, like why are you always in pain, blah blah blah, like then of course if you get the same answers all the time, like why bother answering the question? Like I understand you care, but then if you complain that we're sitting here telling you what's wrong, don't get mad.
Exactly.
Because there's only so much you can say. And for me, I hate when people keep telling you like, oh, feel better, feel better, feel better, you're gonna be fine. And those, okay,
we know you mean well.
Yeah, but it after a while hearing it just gets I don't know, it gets me a little ticked off, and I try not to like flip out on somebody. Like I understand you care and everything, but at times it's like, okay.
Yeah, like yeah. You want to go friendship route?
Yeah. I think we'll talk about friends. Friendship wise, I am lucky if I have 10 good friends to really, and this is not including people with IC or any of my medical issues. This is people who strictly I've gone to school with. You know, I've graduated with maybe from elementary school, high school. I've known in my whole life. That's about as many friends, if anything, at the most. Because of simply a lot of the people just are careless to really have the heart to really take time to understand a lot of the things that I go through. I know that there's a lot of people that have other things that are worse than me, but at the same time, you know,
Respect each other.
you know, you should be that friend and be able to be there for him. And I hate people like giving me pity and, you know, like, oh, like I'm so sorry, Melissa. Like, no, like I don't want to hear that stuff anymore, because like people have done it to me so many times, canceled out on me just because I cancel out on them. But the reason why I cancel out on them is because I'm in pain and maybe something is not going right. But then they say like I'm making up excuses and I just don't have time for them, and you know, it gets into a lot of things. And you know, people don't realize how much it affects you when you're trying your best to have relationships with friends and people just like, okay, like, what is she gonna tell me this time? What else is she gonna tell me that's wrong? Oh, she's going to the hospital. Oh, this, that, and the other. Like, okay, like, I don't care anymore. Like, and it gets me ticked off, but then you learn who truly is there for you when you go through a lot of the hard times. And although they might not be always there for you, they find ways to, like, connect maybe with your family, to check on you, to see how you're doing. I have a couple of those friends, and with them, like, I'm grateful for. I'll let you talk a little bit more.
I don't even think I have that many friends, honestly. I'll be straight up about that, because my high school is so small that I went to. Like, if you weren't, like, in this certain clique, like, I was a cheerleader, you know, I did this, I did that, but they just, kids really, unless they have something wrong with them, don't take the time to look into it or don't even bother asking. They're just like, oh, she's sick all the time, or oh, she just doesn't want to be at school. So I don't think many of them, I have a few friends from that I went to school with that have been there. The rest of them are from other school districts in my hometown, or have IC. Like, I get on Facebook, one girl in particular, Colleen, shout out, posts the funniest things, and like, she just makes my day with everything she posts. But yeah, I don't like the, like, so, like, I know they mean well, I do, like, when I check in at the hospital, oh, why are you there again? What do you think? Honestly, like, if I'm in a car accident, I'm not gonna be tweeting, oh, I'm in the hospital. Like, if I'm dying, I'm not going to be tweeting I'm in the hospital. None of that's going to go on. It's for the same thing. I respect and appreciate, like, the text me's or let me know what happens or keep me updated. Like, those are all things we want to hear, I think, as people who are sick, you know. And I hate using the word sick. I don't know why. But
just have medical issues.
Yeah, medical issues. There you go. Just, and then, yeah, I think all of my friends pretty much have something medically wrong with them. But that sounded so weird, like they only like me because they're crazy or something. No, not that at all. I didn't mean that. Now that I think about how I said that. But, yeah, the friendships are really hard to maintain while you're trying to rest, or you get whacked out on your sleeping schedules and are only up at night. Yeah, and it's really hard to do stuff. People are texting you at.
It's very hard to have a social life.
Yeah, I don't get out of bed until like 6 p.m. No lie, you know, like, and that's only to eat dinner. If my mom wasn't knocking on my door, hey, time for dinner, food will get me up. But my phone, forget it. Facebook, forget it. I won't wake up to none of that. It's very hard to keep a social life with the things that we have to deal with and struggles of, like, when we do finally get comfortable and go to sleep, it's really hard.
It's very hard.
Did that cover everything?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh yeah, I think this is it, guys. I think 4
videos.
So
a little bit more than what we expected.
Yeah, but
but we hope you enjoy it and really take time to, you know, watch them. But I'm gonna ask you something. Please refrain from the negative stuff.
Always.
Keep it elsewhere. It's fine, you know, like, if you have your views on certain things, but we appreciate it if you just, like, only leave positive stuff over here. So thank you guys for all your support, and for watching the video, these 4 videos.
Yeah, I'm Callie, or Kaylee, 18 from Michigan, Midwest represent.
I'm Melissa, I am 24, and I am from New Jersey, North Jersey to be exact.
My name is AJ, I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Richfield Park, New Jersey.
That's my cousin, by the way, guys. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Peace.